Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we are checking out The Dark Crystal. This is another Jim Henson movie. After I watched Labyrinth, I really wanted to watch The Dark Crystal. I've wanted to watch The Dark Crystal for a while now, but finally, after a long time of waiting, I'm finally getting to it. As you may have noticed, I'm in a different room. This is my normal house. Usually I'm in my dorm room at university, but now that finals are over and we are on the Christmas holiday break, I am back home in my room with my beautiful little puppy here. Her name is Huxley, for anyone who is not acquainted with her yet. She is here to watch the movie with us today. Hopefully she'll stay. Sometimes she decides to leave like halfway through the movie, but hopefully she stays and watches today. Also, since I am home and I brought the bare minimum equipment, I don't have the lighting, but if I was gonna go lighting today, I would actually have gone purple. I don't know why I would go purple. It just kind of feels like a very mystical, magical color, and this movie kind of feels very mystical and magical. So I would have gone purple today for the lighting. Unfortunately, I can't because I don't have the light with me. And if you'd like to check out more of my reactions, you can head over to my Patreon of uncut reactions to many of the movies I watch on YouTube, as well as early access reactions to my movies that come out 1 week early. Thank you so much if you check it out. Now let's get back to the video. Okay, I don't really know what to expect from this movie besides hopefully some really good puppeteering, just really good practical effects, and that's all I kind of want from this movie. Maybe a really interesting story as well would be very nice. So anyways, I hope you enjoy my reaction to The Dark Crystal. Jim Henson! Jim Henson! This already looks kind of sick.
Until the crystal cracked, for a single piece was lost.
No!
Is the gentle mystics.
Kind of sucks that your society kind of relies on a single crystal.
Twisted bodies, their harsh and twisted wills.
This looks pretty sick already.
More they will replenish themselves, cheat death again.
Wow.
Their fate, the dark crystal.
Oh yeah, the Dark Crystal, baby. Let's go.
Lies dying. Today a new emperor must seize the throne.
A new one? Why? How do you become emperor? Is it how long can you stare into this beam of purple light, and whoever is the last one to blink gets to be the emperor? I gotta say, these puppets already are insane.
Came to live in a dream of peace.
Okay, I'd be part of the Mystic Society.
Yet now there are only 10.
There's only 10 of everyone now.
Today they summon the one who must save them.
Everyone is dying. You know, we got 10 dying mystics, we got 10 dying the other people, whatever they were called, starts with an S. I help summon.
The Skeksis killed his family, destroyed his clan.
It's such a peaceful spot.
There's no comfort, for today his master lies dying, and a journey
Again,
must...
Dead parents, master lies dying. Oh my god, there's no way that's a puppet. There's no way.
The prophecy says you must find the shard.
Oh yeah.
Must find the
The
shard.
master, it's right there. It's in the bowl. Oh, there it goes.
For a day to the home of Ogra.
You're telling me that this master knew what the shard was the whole time and never tried to get it?
Should have told you these things long ago.
Yeah, you really should have.
But not again in this one.
Oh, that's kind of sad. He looks pretty comfortable though, I can't lie. Oh, they're so ugly. They're like vultures.
Quiet!
Yeah, can you shut up? I also like that they all look a little old. He's like, okay, for now, but tomorrow it'll be mine. Not for much longer. Wow. He really went out in a dramatic way. Ew. Ew, 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 ew. What the heck? Why did they die like that? He crumbled into ash.
Though I barely understand.
See, they crumble when they die, and this guy disappears when he dies. It means he's good. That is a beautiful landscape.
I'm not ready to go alone.
Is he gonna take some friends then?
All right? Alone then.
Oh, never mind. He's ready now.
Which one of us will be the new emperor?
I hope it's a guy.
No, wait, stop, you can't!
Get back, spithead!
Oh.
I challenge!
Oh, he challenges you, punk.
Slaves, rape the stone!
Oh, wait, they look so sad. What the heck? I don't think I've ever seen a puppet sword fight before. Who are you putting money on? Obviously the big deep voice guy looks like he's going to win. I want the guy to win. Oh. What is the point of this then? Are they trying to cut through the stone? Pretty good, pretty good. I don't understand the rules at all. Oh! He must have won. Come on, you can't beat that. It's not really fair though, because he had 2 shots and the other guy only had 1, so it's not really a fair system. Oh, what's happening? Oh my god, they're ripping out his guts! Oh, wait, this is disgusting. Oh, maybe they're just ripping off his clothes. I thought they were ripping off his guts. Oh, they're so skinny and ew looking. Also, you'd think that because there's only 10 of them left, well 9 because the Emperor died, you'd think that they'd want to keep them all together. But he just banished another, so now there's only 8, right?
A Gelfling alive?
How dare the crystal snitch on this Gelfling?
Soldiers! Find the Gelfling!
Ew. That is so disgusting. There are so many of these ugly little bug things. Again, the sets and the matte paintings are incredible in this movie. Wow, wow, wow. That's awesome. That's what I'm thinking.
Let's
Is
see.
he only going to talk in
Her name is...
inside the head monologue? Oh, what the heck?
Are you a Gelfling?
Yes.
And I am not deaf. You can stop yelling.
Where is he? Around here?
He's dead.
Could be anywhere then.
So true.
Bougez, 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 bougez.
I like this lady a lot. That looks like it can open. Oh, I was right. It can open. That is so cool though. Wow, imagine having that just in your living room. You would wow guests.
How I know it's coming? How else can I make the prediction?
Fair enough. Everything is moving very fast though.
Now, ask what the Great Conjunction is. What's the Great Conjunction?
Yeah, please ask for the audience sake.
And begin. All the same. Big change. Some
This woman is the light of my life.
questions, questions. Too many questions. You want a shard? Here.
Take one.
Which one is it?
Don't know.
You know what? Fair enough. It's not her job to know.
And you have no time.
Why not just take all the crystals with you, and then when you get to the dark crystal, just kind of put them up there, see which one matches. Will one of them glow when you play the flute thing? I think it's the middle one.
Do you? No one told you that, did they? But Agra knows.
Oh no, not these beetle things. Algrave was just about to tell you how to save the world too. What timing. Oh, good duck. That was actually a stupid move because he was coming back down. I feel bad for her. Her home was just destroyed. Like, that's so much work. Oh, what the heck? Wait, that's actually tragic. See, I don't know if this guy's going to be good or bad. Like, if he's going to try and redeem himself to his peers or revenge his peers and save the Dark Crystal.
It is time. Time to return to the castle.
Oh yeah, let's start our march to the castle. Let's go. Wow. Again, the bat paintings, the environment shots in this movie are crazy. Oh my god, get absolutely destroyed. And they're all laughing at you too.
Hard. But what do I do with it?
I think you eat it.
What is it?
I think you should just eat it and see what happens.
Shard. It doesn't look like any... Oh.
Don't speak too soon. I love all the sound effects. They're really cool. What the heck? It's like a little Yeti hamster. What the heck? Who are you? A lady one? One gelfling? He's like, hey, wanna come in the water with me? It's warm.
Oh. Here. I'll help you out.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Free. My mother puts me right inside and we... Mother!
Oh, and then she got taken.
Kira, watch out!
The Garthim! They capture the podlings.
Yeah, and they're slaves, right?
Sometimes it is good.
And friend.
I love how they're just talking over each other. It's like they're not really listening to each other.
I need to find...
Wait.
I want...
It's going away.
It's going away.
Whoa, what the heck? That was a little sensual there.
Meehl! Meehl!
Oh, what the heck?
Why?
Oh!
You are pretty ugly.
You and I. Fizgig. Fizgig.
I love this thing. Oh, does it have babies? They look like maggots. Oh, they're eating one. No. Ew, did he just dip that in his drink? This is a very extended dinner eating sequence. It's like ASMR. What are you doing? Oh, good catch.
Look, the Gotham return. That Gelfling.
No Gelfling.
Release the Gelfling!
Yeah, it's the old lady.
Gelfling gone. Nothing but ogre. Moldy mildew, mother of...
Yes, I like her confidence.
Find that Gelfling now! Crystal bats fly!
Crystal bats. There's only like 2 of them. Oh, never mind. There's like 5. Right now what I'm noticing is that the puppets are really good, the backgrounds and environments are really cool and stuff like that, but there's a lot of fluff in this movie. There's a lot of scenes that just drag on for not really any reason. You know, like the dinner sequence. There was another sequence earlier where they were trying to call the guards to go after these people. Scenes like this as well. Like, I think they're just going and showing off the environment and stuff, which is cool, but I think they take a little too long with it. Oh, wow, good hit. Oh no, don't raise your... Oh, they're just gonna raise its wings like antennae. That would be kind of cool. I like these guys. These guys are the coolest. I like their arms. Their multiple arms.
Aren't these the people from your memory?
Hi, buddy. Hello. I want to go have a drink here. This looks so nice. Oh, these guys are so cute too. Look at their eyes. They look super tired all the time. Okay, okay, play that drum.
And then he died.
That child, man, crazy.
I found the shard.
But you don't know what to do with it.
Again, I'm saying just give it a try. Eat it a little bit. Give it a little taste. I think my dog wants to go. I'm gonna dance, let her out. There are invaders. These guys always interrupt the best moments. The dog screaming was so funny. Oh wow, actually get grabbed, son.
Jen!
Oh,
Come on.
nice. Oh wait, they're huge compared to them. Oh my god, why you gotta fall?
I wish I'd never heard of this shard.
Don't throw it! Oh my god, you irresponsible bum.
The Gartham have always come.
Can you go get the crystal now, please?
Master. Master?
We need some Force Ghost Master to come up.
You're the houses of the old ones.
You mean our ancestors?
Wow, the crystal lighted very nicely in that triangle. That looks like a nice chair. Yes, she's doing exactly what I would have done. I would have sat in that chair so hard.
Hey, my master taught me.
Oh.
When single...
But you're telling me he never told you about the dark crystal? Like you've never heard of it? The dark crystal, the thing that basically controls your society?
I have to
You
put
have
it...
to heal the dark crystal.
Prophecy!
Oh my god, jump scare me.
Please, show them you want peace. Show them Gelflings will not harm us.
No, 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 this is trap.
Come, please, please, yes, please,
Don't do it.
yes.
No! Come on.
Oh, yes, thank you. Imagine nothing happened. She's like, what are you doing? She's like, I just do this from time to time.
Tamar.
What the heck? That's cool.
Far. They'll take us. But
Who are the brave souls inside these costumes?
no, Fizzgig. You stay here. Dole.
Oh, I am Fizzgig right now. I would be so angry.
Tamar, Fizzgig. Tamar.
I'm so glad that this dog thing is coming. I like the music. That was pretty good.
Silence, animals! Your next little podling
Oh no, no, they're so cute. No.
won't hurt. We just want to drain your living essence.
Oh, what the heck?
Play. Open the wall.
Oh, that's why they look so like decrepit.
Feel the power of the dark crystal.
No.
Your vital essence.
Oh man. If you drink it, can you get their essence back? Oh god, look at how their face is evolving.
Close it, Slayer.
It's actually so sad. Oh, that transformation was really disturbing.
And sire,
Oh. Oh, nice.
Yes, young.
He's like, my hands have gotten older.
Better when we used Gelflings.
So that one only worked for like a very short amount of time then. Oh, they're already at the castle. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, nice. They try and get up now, you beetle bum. No, not one of these things. Oh, man. Oh. See you later, alligator. No, the Gelflings kind of mean. They brought these innocent creatures into a war.
Hang on!
Oh, what? You could have said you had those earlier.
Wings. I don't have wings.
Of course not.
Okay, but what about all of those slaves that you could have freed? They're just up there still. They're gonna be slaves again. I guess the main goal is to get to the Dark Crystal, but still?
Fizgig, come on.
Fizgig trying to get up the rocks is top 10 moments in this movie.
I know, but we have no choice.
Oh my god.
Do not be afraid. I am here to help you.
See, I actually don't know if he's good or bad. That's the thing.
Gelflings live with Skeksis.
Is he on a quest of revenge or redemption?
So they are.
Oh, you stabbed him with the crystal.
So, my hand.
And they're connected to the crystal, it looks like.
Gelfling, you die!
Oh my god.
Chamberlain, get out! Get out!
That was a good reaction. It's like, can you shut up, stop screaming?
Royal sire, I bring you Gelfling.
He's like, what, you?
But sire, you could drink her essence.
He's like, ah, yes. Oh, I had so much hope that he would be a good guy, but nope, he just wanted redemption. Oh, the hand's moving. There we go. Oh my god, actually genius. Oh man, come on. You gotta get out of the soil and help this lady. Oh no.
Yes,
Oh,
essence
man.
of Gelfling.
Look at her fingers.
Fight them, fight!
Okay, you can get up and start moving while you say this as well. Yes! Freedom! The little dinosaur guy on the right. Oh, so cute. Ah, thank you, thank you. If you're gonna suck his essence, that would be hilarious. Never mind, he's just going into the pit of lava. That guy just dissolved! It's like they're connected to their counterparts, you know, like they're the good part, and then these ugly rat men are the evil parts.
Fear to death.
I like the purple sun, that one's kind of sick. You idiot sandwich.
Guard them.
Oh, not these bozos. Be funny if he was there right as the guy was falling, so he's like, oh, hey. Look at him roll, he's a bomb! Wow, that's so rude. They walk so far. They're like, oh, okay. Your singing is good, sir. You may come.
Yes. The crystal.
Ooh. Okay, they're all gonna be here right as he's at the crystal.
The dark crystal.
Okay, do you think you can hurry up and go to the crystal? Come on, man. You waited too long. I like that you can see him peeking out in this. It's cool. Why would you risk saying that?
A great conjunction comes.
Jump onto the crystal! This dog ruins everything. Why did you take him with you? I wanted him to come, but now you're just annoying me. You're so loud. Jump on the crystal. Yes! This is what I wanted you to... Oh, you idiot sandwich.
It's mine.
Okay, thank God the dog did something. Oh, what if it dies? What if he just tosses it into the lava? Oh, like that. Like that.
Behind you!
Hey!
No! Leave her alone!
Throw it to him.
No, Jen! Heal the crystal.
Kira!
Yes, thank you. No way, she just got stabbed.
Kira.
She's dead. They killed... I didn't expect that. I gotta say, this movie got a little bit of balls. I didn't expect that. Nice. Nice. Oh, what the heck? The people walking in, they're like, yes, yes, we own this place now. Oh, did they get essence back? Wow, how are you still alive? Oh, look, they all have lives again. Whoa, that's pretty cool. Okay, so they came together, right? So now maybe they leave together? They look like really old men who are also trees. It's like, please save her. They're like, man, we can't do that. We can't do that, man.
As we all are part of each other.
He's like, okay, but can you save her? Hey, movement. I see movement. The music's really good right now. It's pretty sick. Oh, that's beautiful. And the music is sexy. There we go. That is The Dark Crystal. And that was my reaction to The Dark Crystal, the 1982 fantasy family Jim Henson film starring Jim Henson apparently is in this movie as Jen. Apparently he plays Jen. That's pretty cool. Frank Oz, Dave Goelz, I'm not sure how to pronounce that last name. Louise Gold, Simon Williamson, and Billy Whitelaw. This movie overall I thought was okay. I enjoyed some aspects of it and I didn't enjoy other aspects of it. And if I'm going to be honest, I actually liked Labyrinth more than The Dark Crystal, which I find a little bit disappointing because I was really excited for this movie going into it, and while I did really enjoy some aspects, the puppeteering of it, the creativity of it, the imagination of this world, and the kind of the actual basic story structure, and I kind of enjoyed that stuff, and I enjoyed the map paintings, I enjoyed the music, I enjoyed a lot of stuff about this movie. But the things that I didn't enjoy about this movie kind of bogged this movie down, in my opinion. The story of this movie and the way that it is presented, I did not really like, or at least it just wasn't for me. And also the things that the story makes the characters do just made this movie feel like it was going way too slow. And while I can see people really enjoying this movie, I think it was just that the way that the story was presented was not for me. And I can see other people liking it, but for me, it just made everything feel a lot slower than it should have. And I could never really connect with any characters because of the narration style story structure. And I'll get into that later, but I would like to talk about obviously the reviews of this movie and the music, as I usually do in my reviews, and then I'd like to talk about the good stuff of this movie first, and then some of the criticisms I have with it, because I do think there is a lot of good with this movie as well, and a lot of imagination and hard work, and I would really like to put that center stage first, because I do really appreciate it, and this is a type of movie that you just don't really see anymore. So I would like to put the good stuff first, the positivity first, and then get into some of my criticisms. Okay, so let's get into the reviews of this movie. 7.1 out of 10 on IMDb, which is audience score, and 77% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is critic score. So it's actually interesting to me, and this is the first time that I think I've disagreed with people on a different level. Usually the reviews are low and I disagree with them and want it higher, but in this instance I didn't like this movie as much as a lot of people, which I think is very interesting. 7.1 out of 10 on IMDb is a really good score, and 77% by critics is a really good score. That is actually surprising to me that critics like this movie so much, and maybe this movie is just very nostalgic for people and that's why they're rating it so high, or maybe people actually really connect with the characters in this movie, connect with the world in this movie, connect with how the story is presented in this movie. And if so, then that is awesome. I wish I would rate this movie this high, and I wish I could connect with this movie this much, and I'm glad that people do. I think this movie deserves to have all of this positivity, or at least reviews wise to have this positivity, because I think that this movie does do exceptional things with the medium of puppeteering and stuff like that. I just wish I could connect to the story as much as people do, apparently, according to the reviews. The music for this movie I thought was overall pretty good. There were definitely moments of this movie where I just didn't really notice the music. I thought the music fell into like the generic background stuff, but there were also moments of this movie where the music shone. The music at points was so good. During the final moments of this movie, when everything was going up and the spirits had been combined together, and then they were going up into this atmosphere, and then the lady became alive again. I think her name was Kira. She became alive again. And then, you know, the land was green and stuff. The music was swelling. It was awesome. We had the Dark Crystal theme woven in there. It was really nice. And I got chills from that. I wasn't expecting to get chills from this movie because I wasn't enjoying it to the level of chills. But the music really brought around chills. Just seeing these puppets, feeling the music, it was really nice. It was a really good experience at the very end. And I really enjoyed the ending of this movie, if not just for the music. The music really shone in the last half of this movie, and the last act maybe of this movie is when I really started to notice the music, and I thought, especially in the last act, the music was brilliant. Okay, so let's get into some positive stuff of this movie before I get into just the story, really, which is the thing that I thought bogged this movie down. So, the puppeteering in this movie, the creative puppets in this movie was amazing. I don't even know where to start because there were so many things. Let's start with the Skeksis. The Skeksis, I think is what they're called. Those weird vulture alien people. They were so amazing looking. They were so like decrepit and they were decaying. And I would never want to touch one. I would never want to feel one. I would never want to see one. I liked how large they were. But yeah, they were disgusting things. But at the same time, they had like eyelids that moved. Their mouths would move. Their range of motion with all their limbs was really cool. But I also liked how slow they were. They were very and they moved as if they were old because they were really old creatures. You know, they were trying to postpone their life, postpone their death. And so they kind of acted like that. The way that they moved was very slow, like almost like an old person would move. But at the same time, they were so just disgusting to look at. And it was really cool that the Skeksis looked like that because it really mirrored the Gelflings, who looked very humanoid and almost very perfect. And the Gelflings were actually the ones that I liked the least. It was weird because they're the main characters, but I liked their puppets and their character designs the least. They looked very humanoid to me, which isn't a bad thing, but I found that I didn't get as much emotion out of those creatures as I did many of the other creatures. And maybe it's because they look humanoid, but I think really it is because that they didn't have the range of motion that a lot of the other puppets had. You know, their eyes didn't really move that much. Their mouths barely moved. And did I just say mood like a cow? Like, oh, they barely mood. No, they barely moved. And I think that was the issue with them, is I could not connect to them personally because their faces really didn't move that much. It felt like they lacked a lot of motion that a lot of the other puppets had. But I'll get into that later. I'm getting into the negatives right now. I'm getting to the negatives. The environments in this movie were fantastic as well. They were so full of life. There was this moment in the movie where the movie takes like 25-30 seconds to just go around the environment, and you see all these little creatures doing their own little thing, and it's a really fun moment. And I was thinking Jim Henson could make like his own fake documentary about the environment or something like that, or about creatures in the environment, where he just creates creatures out of puppets and puts them into scenarios, and then he can just make like a Planet Earth style documentary out of that, and it would be really fun, and I would probably watch it because those 25-30 seconds were so cool. The amount of random creatures, you know, you had this little bug thing walking into this rock, and then the rock closed its mouth, and then these little like black dots started laughing at it and stuff. It was so creative. Every single frame of the environment was so creative. It was so full of life and imagination, and it was beautiful to look at. And you, even if you don't like this movie or think this movie is okay, you can't deny the amount of hard work that was put into creating all of these creatures, putting them into the environment, making them feel very natural, because I thought a lot of the creatures felt very natural in the environment as well. They weren't just there because, wow, look, cool puppet. They were there and they felt like they belonged in the environment, which was really cool. The matte paintings as well were fantastic. I thought all of the large environmental shots, like all of the large landscape shots, looked amazing. Sometimes it was hard to tell where the matte painting started and the actual set ended. I thought that was really awesome as well. And then those little creatures that became slaves, they were so adorable. I loved their eyes. I loved their faces. I loved that they looked old and tired all the time, even if they were kids. I don't know, they were so cute. And then when that one became a slave and they show the transformation, they show it like its face sinking in and the eyes turning white and stuff. That was actually horrifying. If I was a kid and watched that, I think I would be scarred for life. But yeah, I thought all of the puppeteering, all of the rig work and stuff like that, just all of like the people in the costumes, every single person did an incredible job, from making the puppets to acting out the puppets to playing maybe even a puppet. I'm sure a lot of them had actual people in the suits, like the ones with the long legs had probably people in the suits on stilts. They all looked amazing. Like, props to everyone who did the work in this movie because they looked fantastic. Okay, but getting into my issues with the movie, and mostly my issues with this movie stem from the story and how it was told. Because the story is told in this narration format, you never really get to experience the characters in the moment. Obviously, we have Jen talking a lot, but he's doing this sort of inner monologue where he's talking in his head and going over his actions, almost like a narration, pretty much like a narration. And again, it feels very divided. I never really felt connected to Jen or connected to Kira or connected really to any of the characters in this movie, because the story is told a lot, at the start at least, through narration. And even in the flashbacks, when they're going through the flashbacks of their lives, it's still told through narration. Like, you're told that the mother is taken, you're told that he's being raised by the mystics, and even though you're seeing it, you're really being told it, and then you're just shown this like 5-second accompanying image. You know, you never really get shown anything, or you never really get to infer anything of a character. It's really just told to you. Know, like at the very start, the narrator, this random bloke, he just tells you this about the story, and then this about Jen, and this about his mission and stuff like that. And so you never really get Jen's perspective of it. you just kind of hear the narrator talk to you about it. And so like even the mystic's death at the start, like Jen's master, it's not really that affecting in any way because you don't know, even though you've been told everything about the narrator, you don't really know them as a person or as people. And so I think that's the biggest flaw of this movie, is that everything is just told to the audience. Even the characters' feelings are told to the audience. You know, when Jen leaves on his adventure, he's like, I'm not sure, I'm ready to do this alone, but let's go. You know, he just says it to the audience. So he could have like looked back, he could have looked worried on his face, and then he could have turned around, taken a deep breath, and then kept going. That probably would have conveyed the same message, but instead he verbally states to the audience that he is not ready, and then he continues on anyways. And so it just doesn't feel as connective as it could have been. It feels very just laid out to the audience instead of us being able to figure out things. And then also I thought a lot of scenes just really dragged on. I thought there was a lot of almost puppet porn, I'm going to call, in this movie, where Jim Henson was like, look at what these puppets can do. Let's just take shots of these puppets doing things because it's cool. And it was cool that these puppets could do things. They were really cool puppets, animatronics. I don't even know, the lines were so blurred in this movie because they were so good. But there were so many moments in this movie that could have been shortened, that could have been cut, that just made the movie a lot longer than it probably could have been. Like the dining table sequence, for instance. They're there for like 2 minutes, just eating food, talking about food. It has no relation to the overall story. That whole sequence could have been cut and we probably wouldn't have missed anything. Yes, they do the bat thing, like keep the bat thing in, have them eating for about 10 seconds and then talking about the dark crystal and stuff and then going to the bat, but don't have like 2 minutes of them just eating, talking about the food, talking about the dessert and stuff like that. It just felt like a waste of time because it had no relevance to the overall plot of the story. And I know usually you can have things that don't really have relevance to the overall plot, but it's nice to always have characters doing something that is relevant to the story or to their characters. And in a lot of sequences that never really happened. It was just there because it was cool or just there for their sake. And then sometimes as well, the plot would just bring up things that had never been brought up before, like when they jump off the cliff at the end of the movie and Kira sprouts her wings. It's kind of like, oh, okay, so these wings, we have never seen them before. She has not talked about them before unless I just forgot about it. And they were only kind of there for this one purpose. Yes, she uses them in the final battle at the very end of the movie, but she just jumps off the little ledge and uses them, so it's not that important. If she didn't use the wings, she probably still would have made the jump. So the wings were kind of only there on Kira for that one cliff moment in the movie, and it just felt very contrived. It felt like a, how do you say it, a deus ex machina, something like that. That's how you say it. You know, it just felt like, why didn't we see this before, and is this the only time it's going to be used in the, oh yeah, it is the only time really that it's going to be important in the movie. And then there were also moments where characters would just say things that the audience would already know 1,000 times. Like there's this moment with the Skeksis and they're telling those beetle things to go find Jen, you know, go find the guy with the crystal and stuff and bring him to the castle, and the scene lasts like 45 seconds and it could have lasted like 10 seconds, and the way that it was structured was really, really weird. You know, he's like, the guy's like, okay, go, let's go beetle guys, let's go find them, let's go find the guy and bring him to the castle, you know, find the Gexies and stuff like that, find the Geflings and stuff like that. And then instead of having like all of the beetles roll up in this very dramatic fashion before he says all of this, you know, you get this music playing, you have the beetles roll up and then he goes, and then he can go find them, and then they can all leave together. He keeps saying the same thing over and over and over again, and slowly beetles start to show up, and then everyone around is like, yeah, kill them, go get the Geflings, yeah. And it lasts for so long, and all of the tension is lost because he just keeps repeating the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. And I don't know, it just was a really weird structure. Like, it didn't feel very dramatic at all. There was no rising tension to this scene. It was just like, okay, I get it, let's go, let's get these beetles moving. And then they would never move, and they would never move, and then finally they would start to move out of the castle. You know, it just felt like it lasted a really long time. And then there was also that moment at the end where Jen is like looking at his crystal and looking at the suns and looking at the dark crystal, and he's like, the dark crystal. And then it's like, it's basically for the audience, he's like, the dark crystal, like the sun, my shard. And it's just like, we already know this, we've been told this 100,000 times. Just go to the crystal and put the crystal crystal shard in the crystal. You know, it's like he was repeating it for the kids over and over and over again. And then also for like the convergence thing, I forget what they called it in the movie. It wasn't convergence, but I'm going to call it the convergence. There was no stakes for that as well. People kept saying that the convergence was going to happen. Well, really just the old lady kept saying the convergence was going to happen. But we were never, again, shown that the convergence was going to happen. There was only one shot in the movie where we were shown the suns outside of the castle, like slowly coming together. Besides that, there were like the triangle shots, like through the window where you'd see the suns getting closer and closer. But again, that was at the very end of the movie. If we had been shown the suns getting closer and closer throughout the entire movie, again, that would have built up tension, that would have built up some suspense, that would have been like, oh, there's a time limit at hand, and we were told that there was a time limit. But if we were shown as an audience the time limit as well, it really would have raised the stakes, because when you're told something but then you're not shown it, you never really believe it. It never really feels real. You have to visually be shown it as well. You can't just be told something and then expect to just believe it 100%. Like, for example, if a bad guy says that they are bad, you can go, okay, they're bad, I guess. But if you've never seen them do something bad, you never really believe they are bad in the first place. So if you say a bad guy's bad, you then have to make the bad guy do something, kill someone in a brutal way or something like that, you know, and then the audience believes that they are bad. In this movie, they tell us that this convergence thing with the suns is going to happen, but they never show it until the final act of the movie, even though it is said in the first act of the movie. And so there is not really any tension or like that time limit pressure on the characters throughout the entire thing, because you're just never really shown it. And so I guess that's where I'm going to end my rant, my ramble of this movie, because I think there were so many good qualities in this movie. I think there are so many good qualities in this movie. It's just that the story really lets it down, or at least really let me down, in terms of it never really felt like I connected to anyone, and the stakes were never really there, because the movie was really bogged down by just putting in these scenes that weren't really important or relevant to the plot, and kind of missing out on these dramatic moments because of its kind of weird structure. So yeah, I'm not going to talk about the cast because I didn't really connect with anyone in the cast, and so I'm not just really going to talk about them, but all the puppets were amazing. My favorite one being the lady Aghora, I think was her name. I think she was so much fun in this movie, and I also really like Kira. I thought Kira was a fun character as well. So anyways, that is my reaction and review to The Dark Crystal, the 1982 fantasy family film. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. And yeah, I don't really know what other Jim Henson movies I'm going to watch in the future. I don't know if I'm going to watch the Muppet movies in the future or not. That is kind of up in the air at the moment. But it probably will be like a gap period now where I don't watch a Jim Henson thing for a while, because I watched Labyrinth and now The Dark Crystal pretty much back to back, like within the same month, I think. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for my next movie reaction.